Bryan Gould is the president of Aspenleaf Energy from the oil patch. He knows oil and gas inside out. He joins me right now after I ask you to please donate to keep us on the air. You are a proponent of oil and gas. You're not a proponent of pollution. I've spoken to you before. But there's going to be some people right now saying, well, you know, net zero. Carney is for net zero. The world is net zero. Al Gore is saying, well, according to Al Gore, we're all supposed to be underwater by now. But is it antithesis of oil and gas, the fact that we don't need to have more pollution? I mean, how do you deal with that?
It's a great question, Stephen. So let me strip it down to the most fundamental basics first, and it's about climate change.
Right.
And I will tell you that what you read and hear about climate change is misleading, and it's not true.
But generations of people brought up on it right now are saying, well, that's not true, you're lying.
I understand.
Who do you believe?
And I understand that. And so, as you know, I am very passionate about re-entering the public square to have sensible discussions on complex and difficult issues. Climate change would be one of those.
But we can't have that in the public square because you're going to be labeled now a climate change denier, and people are going to say, well, you're just not true. All those thousands of scientists, but the thousands of scientists are changing their mind now.
So none of this is true, and I would suggest to you that for the sake of freedom, democracy, and our way of life, we absolutely must find a way to have these discussions, painful or not, uncomfortable or not. And I believe in the human spirit, and I believe in our civilization and our civilians' capacity to actually digest and sort the wheat from the chaff. And
why haven't we done that by now? We've had so many erudite people, so many scientists, so much stuff written for the last 50 years.
Part of the problem is cancel culture. And I would tell you that we have created a society now where people are afraid to speak out in public for things that they believe in. And we have to practice freedom, where you and I can disagree on an issue,
right?
But we can have a heated debate, but we can do it with respect and without trying to destroy the other person's way of life or their credibility as a human being. So let's just go back
to climate change in the few seconds we have left. Climate is changing.
Climate is changing. I get asked this all the time. Climate is changing. It's changed through the history of the Earth. The fundamental question is, to what degree are humans impacting that?
Yes.
And if so, what can we possibly do about it that makes sense, taking into account that there are trade-offs to all the choices that we make. And we should make sensible choices based not just on one singular lens, but on a total lens of human flourishing, which includes prosperity, it includes taking care of the poor, and it includes taking care of other climate and other environmental considerations. It's not all about climate change.
Perfect. 3 minutes. Bryan, thank you very much. 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago, we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.